oh, a woman has to get a head injury to feel good about herself. That's not all women, but that's this woman's story. And it is also a metaphor because I have a lot of friends that I want to like literally shake their shoulders and be like, you're so beautiful. Why can't you just see yourself that way? It's not about a homely troll who gets pretty. It's about just a woman who feels invisible and who really struggles with her self-esteem. And that's something we can all relate to. Men too.
Hey, this is Zing from Broadly. We're here with Amy Schumer, the star of the new film I Feel Pretty. When the trailer first came out, it was met with some negative attention for the themes that it portrayed in the film. So we're here with Amy to get to the bottom of it.
Are you okay? You hit your head pretty hard.
Wait, that's me. That's me. Oh my God, you see this?
Yes?
I'm beautiful!
Hey, Amy.
Hey.
How are you doing? Feeling pretty?
I'm pretty.
Yeah? You're looking it.
Thank you. You too.
Well, tell me a bit about the film in your own words. How would you describe it to someone who's not seen it before?
I would say it's a story about a woman who has really low self-esteem and feels really invisible in the world. And then she hits her head in the Soul Cycle class and all of a sudden sees herself as a supermodel and is living her life and everything that comes with it when you feel that gorgeous.
So one of the really interesting things about this film to me was that the screenwriters really specified that we never see the supermodel version of your character, Renee.
Right.
Why was that important to get that done in the film?
Because I think then that would sort of sway what people think that looks like. I think it was really important to all of us that it was always just me and that there was no change, because that's the whole point of the movie, you know, that nothing actually changed.
So when the trailer first came out, it receives a backlash from some women who kind of thought it was, you know, unbelievable that a woman who looks like you could have such extreme body issues, or that, you know, she had to hit her head to get that confident.
Right.
How did you feel when you first heard about this?
Flattered?
Right.
I was like, thank you. I've never been told, you know, all social media is usually attacking me and trolling how I look. So I thought that's nice. And I just was excited for them to see the movie because that's not what it's about.
Why do you think it struck such a chord with people? Because it really felt like people saw the trailer and they felt such strong emotion about it.
I think we're all fired up right now, especially women. I think we feel especially wronged. But it's actually like a real feel-good movie, especially for women. Yeah, so I hope people give it a chance because I think they'll be happy they saw it.
Would you have done anything differently, knowing that some people might have reacted that way?
I don't know. You know, I didn't cut the trailers. I'm not the marketing director. I don't know, maybe the backlash will help us in the end. You know, sometimes it's good to get that sort of free round of press. I hope it didn't upset anyone.
What kind of message do you want to send out to people with the movie? When they leave the theater, what do you want them to be thinking?
I want them to be thinking, I feel so good about myself. And I've been wasting a lot of time and energy on being unkind to myself. And I'm not going to do that anymore.
Is that a kind of sentiment that you have felt yourself?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think having confidence is sort of a lifelong battle. And you'll feel like you're in a good place, and then maybe somebody makes a comment, and you got to pick yourself back up. And I feel like I'm in a really good place with confidence, but I still have days where I feel, you know, I have my period or something, and I'm just like, I feel like hot garbage. Yeah.
Was it a real confidence boost to you yourself doing that movie?
Yeah, absolutely. Playing her as super overly confident and living that out, I took that with me, and it left me in a really good place.
What are your goals exactly?
I get it. And yes, modeling is an option for me. It's not who I am.
Wow.
What I find really interesting about the film is that no matter how confident she is, some people will always kind of react to her with skepticism. Like, you know, people kind of look at her and think, oh, you're acting kind of weird for like the way you look.
Right. Well, I think it's, people react that way because of the environment she's in. Mm-hmm. Like, there's just some environments where everyone is gorgeous, and that's one of those places. Like, everyone's a supermodel. Like, you know, the dancers for a basketball team or the cheerleaders, they always look the same. Mm-hmm. There's really very little body diversity. And so I think for somewhere like Lily LeClaire, the place that she works, it would be really strange to have someone who looks like me there versus, you know, someone who looks like Emily.
Which part of you identifies with Renee the most? Do you identify with the really confident part, or do you identify with the slightly less confident bit?
I truly identify with both.
Right.
Yeah.
I think most women feel that way.
Right, yeah. I have moments where my confidence has definitely been like too inflated, and then also moments where I feel really invisible and bad about myself too.
What do you do when you get in that space?
I don't try to rush out of there, you know? I let myself be there for a minute, and I think this is just a feeling. It'll be replaced by another feeling. And this is not my new reality. This is just a moment in time. And I have a pretty good baseline. It's kind of hard to fuck with it at this point.
Right. What's the baseline like?
I feel great,
Right.
you know? And I'm not interested in the people that only want to see, I mean, people have different tastes, you know, if they want their movie stars to look like movie stars, if they like watching that kind of porn that's sort of overproduced and everyone's beautiful, that's cool. I personally like amateur, but you know, or people to just look more real. I want to get lost in the story and feel like the people are real.
You don't want to look at a porn star's fingernails and be like, how did she get her manicure?
Exactly. It's like Kendrick Lamar, he wants the stretch marks.
Who do you want this film to speak to?
Everyone. I want this film to speak to everyone, but I'd be lying if I didn't say especially teenagers.
Oh, why is that?
Because I wish that I'd seen this movie when I was a teenager. I wish someone, you know, they just say in school, feel good about yourself and everyone's equal and whatever. But then life gets in the way and things chip away at your self-esteem and, you know, everything from advertising campaigns to the actresses we see. It starts to get to you. And with social media, I think a lot of people compare themselves, especially women, to other women. And I think this movie's a good way to say to especially young girls, like, hey, that's
cool.
How other how other people see you does not define you. That's not who you are. You know who you are.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on your new film.
Thank you very much.